Okay, so I I pulled a couple cards and got a channel message basically. So I did one for myself, but I also did one for the collective. But I feel like they kind of go hand in hand. The one for me, I feel like it's more so like from a up close and personal view, and the one for the collective is more broad, obviously. But this time altogether, it's a very abundant time. It's a very opportunistic time. That's a very good way to put it. It's a very opportunistic time. For those who don't know, this is already an 8-year, meaning eight brings the vibrational frequency of abundance. But my understanding of it is more so like I mean, it don't have to be monetary, but for me in my journey, when I see eights, I'm expecting a physical, something tangible. And this is just the 8-year. So this is a good year to build something tangible, something physical, something in the 3D. Because a lot of us have been in the spiritual realm, manifesting and healing and, all of the things that we do in the ethers. But I feel like this is a time where, we come down from the ethers, come back into this reality, and start to bring some of those things from the ethers into this. For those who know, they know. Anyways, but that was also in here, like this is a time for building a foundation. I was getting like blueprint energy, like a blank slate, but that was coming up a couple months ago with the blank canvas energy. But this is a time for building. I was getting also that this is a lot of clarity and truth around this time. I was getting clarity in your reflection, which I thought was interesting because for some of you that's going to be literal. It's going to be something about when you look at yourself in the mirror, whether physically or metaphorically, you're gonna tap into the root part of yourself. And I feel like that's what's needed to happen right now, especially with the Sagittarius full moon that we're coming up out of. That's the highlight, is tapping into the root part of yourself and not just digging below the surface. Not the part of you that you present to the world, not the ego self, not the part that you feel like people identify with when they're in contact with you, but the root, the part of you that you feel like you don't want people to see, or that they won't accept, or that you don't accept. This is a time to incorporate all parts of self, a holistic view of self. And that's kind of what spirit is pushing us towards, like a perspective shift. But it's just going to happen in different ways for different people. For some of y'all, it's going to happen by way, like I said, of clarity. Somebody may come to you with information, confessions, on a low vibrational scale, maybe secrets, whatever. But for some of you, it's going to come through self-reflection, meditation. For some of you, it's going to come through a shift in your physical reality, like a new job. I was getting new contracts. I was also getting, this is a good time for like artistry, hobbies, being able to make money in other ways outside of your 9 to 5, basically. I was also picking up on Cancer season, which starts June 21st. So I don't know if this energy is going to be at a peak around that time, or if it's going to be coming to a close around that time. But between now and June 21st, so basically over the next month, just be kind of observing the ways in which you view yourself, in which your focus kind of shifts and change and navigates. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm covering everything. Yeah, so it's kind of like this energy of being able to create a clear path for where you see yourself moving forward, because you have tapped into a real part of yourself, probably a part of yourself that I have been avoiding. But it's kind of it's like a crossroads, right? So you got this one path that you can take that will identify with who it is that you think you are. The you that, like I said, you may have cultivated over the years, how you choose to consciously show up. And then you got this path that caters to your subconscious, who you still truly are at the core. So this time is important for tapping into self, so that you can figure out what path you want to take. Which space are you moving from? Where are you making these decisions from? And what results do you want to yield? As far as results, I also feel this energy of like having your hand in many pots. I also feel the need to say, like, not to be so close off that you block out opportunities, because I was picking up on this energy of somebody that you may not even know very well. Like, you may know them, but you may not be super familiar, or you may be familiar, but you may not know them. But they may have some information for you. They may have an opportunity for you. I feel like it's going to be this energy kind of like of black and white, because I was getting this like this line drawn in the sand of this is what it is and this is what it's not. But that is based off of who I am, who I know I am, how I choose to show up, who I am, who I want and who I want to be. So maybe that's what it is, like choosing a path based off of who you want to be and who you are now, or who you want to be and who you were. But it's a split decision. It's a split pathway. It's a decision that needs to be made. And basically right now, Spirit is giving you the information to make a clear conscious decision. That's basically the overall energy. It's just a matter of how that comes to you. Like I said, whether through self-reflection, whether through outside information, whether through travel, whether through resources, however that comes in, that's the overall energy. But I was also picking up on this brings a clearer perspective of self. So this brings about like a newfound confidence, healing, of course. I got breakthroughs in development and status, position, comfortability, but also finding the strength to make these necessary changes. So that may look different for everybody, but that may look like finding the strength to leave a job or a relationship, or have an uncomfortable conversation, or to put down that bad habit. Whatever it is, accountability, reflection brings growth and opportunity. That's how we're gonna sum that up.